7 Toxic Crushes to Avoid. Do butterflies flutter in your stomach every time you see or think about your crush? Are you hoping that they feel the same way about you? When you like someone, it's easy to view everything they do through rose-colored glasses, but not every person you fall for is someone you should consider pursuing a romantic relationship with. Sometimes, the thrill of attraction can blind us to glaring red flags or make us overlook traits that aren't compatible with who we are or what we want. It's crucial to recognize the types of crushes that, no matter how enticing they may seem, could lead you down a path of heartache and disappointment. Maybe you've experienced that intense rush of emotions when your crush texts you back, or you've caught yourself daydreaming about a future together. Yet, it's important to stay grounded and keep an eye out for unhealthy dynamics that could be lurking beneath the surface. A crush that showers you with attention one day and ghosts you the next can quickly take a toll on your emotional well-being. The charming person who seems too good to be true may have manipulative tendencies or commitment issues. There's also the crush who's always unavailable, making you question your self-worth while stringing you along with mixed signals. Remember, love should make you feel valued, respected, and supported. If your crush isn't aligning with these values, it may be best to move on before investing your heart any further. Here are 7 types of toxic crushes to avoid so that you can protect your peace of mind and find someone truly worthy of your affection. With this in mind, here are 7 types of crushes you should avoid at all costs. 1. The disappearer. Do you chat with your crush now and then, only for them to vanish without a trace? They leave your messages unseen, dodge opportunities to meet in person, and only reappear when it's convenient for them. They might have feelings for you or realize they like you, but instead of embracing or rejecting you, they disappear into thin air. Why do they do this? Maybe they're uncomfortable rejecting people, or perhaps they fear commitment. Or maybe they just don't know what they want. Whatever the reason, it's a confusing and disheartening experience, leaving you feeling undervalued and questioning your worth. One moment, they're charming and attentive, giving you butterflies and filling you with hope. The next, they're distant and unresponsive, making you wonder if it was all in your head. You spend countless hours analyzing every interaction, trying to decipher their mixed signals. Did you say something wrong? Did they find someone else? The emotional roller coaster can be exhausting, leading you down a path of self-doubt and frustration. The disappearer thrives on ambiguity, keeping you hooked just enough to maintain your interest while never fully committing. They may reappear with an occasional text or flirty message, reigniting your hopes, only to vanish once more when things start to get serious. This inconsistency can wreak havoc on your mental and emotional well-being, leaving you second-guessing their intentions and your own judgment. Recognizing the pattern is the first step toward breaking free from the disappearer's hold. You deserve someone who shows up consistently and values your time and feelings. Don't let their inconsistency undermine your self-worth or cloud your perception of what a healthy relationship should be. It's time to take control of your happiness and protect your heart. If your crush isn't willing to be present and transparent, it's best to let them disappear for good and make space for someone who genuinely values and respects you. You deserve a love that's clear, reliable, and unwavering. You deserve someone who values your feelings instead of taking the easy way out. 2. The braggart. Does your crush boast to his friends about your feelings for him? Is he stringing you along, giving you false hope? It could be that he's more interested in feeding his ego than nurturing your heart. Perhaps he's heard about your feelings through the grapevine and thinks there's no harm in pretending he doesn't know. But behind that facade lies a hidden truth: his intentions might not align with yours. His playful banter and teasing smiles may seem charming, but they cloak a deeper disregard for your emotions. He relishes in the thrill of your affection, savoring the attention like a prize won without effort. To him, your feelings are a boost to his pride, an opportunity to shine among his friends as the object of someone's admiration. Yet, he knows. He knows all too well the impact his words and actions have on you. He understands the weight of the hopes you've built upon his casual kindness, the dreams ignited by his fleeting glances. And still, he plays along, pretending ignorance to keep you tethered, not out of love, but out of a desire to bask in your affection. His indifference is masked by a facade of charm and wit, leaving you confused and yearning for clarity. You deserve more than to be someone's ego boost, to be used as a pawn in their game of self-aggrandizement. You deserve someone who will treasure your heart, not toy with it. So, recognize his games for what they are. Don't let his empty promises and feigned ignorance keep you in the shadows of doubt and uncertainty. Find the strength to let go and seek the love you truly deserve, one that nourishes your heart rather than feeds a braggart's ego. A selfish attachment, I must confess, I didn't quite grasp this part, nor do I recognize the words you said in English, something about praises. They keep you close, not because their feelings for you are genuine or reciprocal, but because you uplift them. You make them feel good about themselves. But this isn't about you, it's about them. Their need to hold on to you, despite not returning your affection, stems not from a place of love, but from a place of self-serving satisfaction. This behavior isn't just emotionally immature, it's potentially harmful. It can lead you down a path riddled with emotional turmoil and confusion. You find yourself in a constant state of hoping and waiting for a change that may never come. Your worth and feelings become secondary to their ego and emotional needs. You become a mirror reflecting their desired self-image, not a partner cherished for who you are. The truth is, real love does not reduce you to the role of an ego booster. Real love is mutual respect, support, and admiration. It's about two people who are equally invested, emotionally available, and committed to each other's happiness. So, recognize this for what it is, an imbalance, a relationship where one person's needs are met at the expense of the other's. Understand that you deserve someone who loves you not for the comfort you provide to their ego, but for the depth of your soul, someone who values your heart as much as their own. Don't let yourself be trapped in a cycle of unreciprocated affection. It's time to reevaluate, to consider if this connection, which feeds their ego but starves your heart, is worth holding on to. Remember, you deserve someone who not only keeps you close, but does so out of love and genuine admiration, not selfish convenience. 3. The humiliator. Does your crush take jokes too far, to the point where people around visibly cringe? Do they refuse to apologize or change their behavior even when they know they've crossed the line? This is another glaring red flag you need to watch out for. If your crush humiliates others to make themselves look better, it's a sign of deeper issues with self-esteem or confidence. This behavior reveals an insecurity that they attempt to mask with bravado and cruelty, turning others into targets to bolster their own fragile ego. They might cloak their intentions in humor, using sarcasm and mockery as a guise, but beneath the veneer of jokes lies a dark undertone that speaks to their lack of respect and empathy for others. When someone needs to diminish others to feel good about themselves, they are not only revealing their insecurity, but also their inability to foster genuine connections. The harsh jabs and unkind jokes are symptoms of an internal struggle with self-worth, a desperate attempt to assert dominance and superiority at the expense of others' dignity. Their laughter rings hollow because it's born not from joy, but from the twisted satisfaction of belittling those around them. In a relationship, this behavior can become even more dangerous. You could easily become the next target of their insecurities, subjected to constant criticism, ridicule, and emotional manipulation. They may use your vulnerabilities against you, preying on your fears and self-doubt to maintain control. Their inability to apologize or change their behavior reflects a lack of emotional maturity and a refusal to acknowledge their flaws. This pattern of behavior is not only hurtful, but also indicative of a toxic mindset that can inflict deep emotional wounds. Relationships should be spaces of mutual support and understanding, not battlegrounds where one person seeks to assert dominance by tearing the other down. Recognizing this behavior early on is crucial. Don't let yourself become ensnared in a web of manipulation and emotional abuse. Pay attention to how your crush treats others. If they consistently mock and belittle those around them, it's a clear sign that they lack the empathy and kindness required for a healthy relationship. Instead of falling for their charm and wit, consider the impact of their words and actions on those around them. Do people feel uplifted or diminished in their presence? Are their jokes lighthearted or laced with venom? Ultimately, you deserve a partner who respects you and others, who doesn't need to put others down to feel good about themselves. A partner who can uplift you with kindness, who understands the importance of empathy and compassion in building a meaningful connection. Don't ignore these red flags. Keep your eyes open and your heart guarded. Seek a love that nourishes your spirit and uplifts your soul, one rooted in mutual respect and admiration. Remember, you deserve a relationship that brings out the best in you, not one that chips away at your confidence and self-worth. Choose a partner who values you for who you are, not one who sees you as a stepping stone for their fragile ego. 4. The bully. Is your crush rude to waitstaff or strangers? Or perhaps they aren't kind to your friends? While some people may find the bad boy or bad girl persona alluring, falling for someone who is unkind to others will only bring you heartache. Even if they treat you well, their poor behavior toward others is a significant red flag because everyone deserves to be treated with respect and kindness. And there's no guarantee they won't treat you the same way they treat everyone else. When your crush mistreats those around them, it's a glimpse into their true character. Their harsh words and dismissive attitude reveal a lack of empathy and a desire for dominance. They may excuse their behavior as being straightforward or telling it like it is, but cruelty disguised as honesty is still cruelty. The way they treat strangers, especially those they perceive as less powerful, says much about how they view the world. Their rudeness to employees, strangers, and even your friends shows a fundamental disregard for others. They lack the emotional intelligence and compassion necessary to build meaningful connections. No matter how charming they may seem in private, their public behavior should not be ignored. A person who cannot show kindness to others cannot truly offer you the respect and love you deserve. It's easy to get swept up in the allure of the bad boy or bad girl, mistaking their rebellious attitude for confidence and strength. But strength isn't measured by how harshly one treats others, it's measured by one's ability to uplift and empower those around them. When your crush belittles or disrespects others, it's not just a warning sign, it's a reflection of deeper issues within them. They may lack the self-awareness to recognize their behavior as problematic or dismiss any criticism with defensiveness. But remember, kindness isn't conditional. It's not reserved for a select few. It should be extended to everyone, regardless of their status or relationship. If your crush can't treat others with basic decency, how can you trust them to treat you any better? Their rudeness might one day be directed at you, and the charm that once drew you in may become the weapon that wounds you. Don't settle for someone who can't see the value in treating others with respect. You deserve a partner who embodies kindness and empathy, someone who can show love not just to you, but to everyone around them. Look for the person who lifts others up, not the one who tears them down. Recognize the red flags in their behavior, and don't ignore the way they treat others. Their cruelty isn't an accident or an isolated incident, it's a pattern that reveals their true nature. Protect your heart and surround yourself with people who see the value in treating others with love and respect. Remember that you are worthy of a love that uplifts you, not one that leaves you feeling uncertain and undervalued. Seek out those who understand that kindness is the cornerstone of a healthy relationship and who will cherish you as much as they cherish the world around them. Choose the partner who respects your friends, who is polite to strangers, and who treats everyone with the same kindness and empathy they show you. Because love isn't about finding someone who is just good to you, it's about finding someone who embodies the values you hold dear. Don't let the allure of the bad boy or bad girl blind you to their disrespect for others. You deserve a partner who will stand by your side and share your values, who will make you proud not just in private but in every aspect of your life. Trust your instincts and don't ignore the red flags. Seek a love that nourishes your heart and respects your spirit. Choose kindness, choose respect, and above all, choose yourself. 5. The cheater. Have others, particularly your crush's exes, warned you that your crush has cheated before? If so, it might be wise to reconsider dating them. A study published in the journal Archives of Sexual Behavior revealed that a person who has cheated on a partner is 3 times more likely to cheat again in their next relationship than someone who has never strayed. Constant infidelity is a sign of unresolved conflicts with commitment that your crush needs to address before they can have a successful relationship. It reflects a lack of respect for the emotional investment and trust that relationships require. Cheaters often seek immediate gratification, prioritizing their desires over the promises they've made. They may appear charming and sincere at first, winning your affection with their charisma. But beneath that veneer often lies a disregard for the boundaries of loyalty and the sanctity of trust. Even if they seem devoted now, the patterns of their past may resurface, and old habits often die hard. Cheating isn't just a betrayal of trust, it's a reflection of deeper issues with honesty, empathy, and commitment. When someone repeatedly cheats, it reveals an inability to prioritize their partner's feelings and an unwillingness to put in the effort needed to maintain a healthy relationship. Instead of addressing their insecurities and emotional needs constructively, they seek validation outside the relationship. Being with a partner who has a history of infidelity means constantly questioning their intentions and wondering if you're the next to be betrayed. The uncertainty and anxiety this brings can erode your self-esteem and leave you feeling insecure and undervalued. You deserve a partner who respects you and upholds the terms of your relationship. Someone who understands that love is more than just words, it's about action, commitment, and mutual respect. Infidelity is not a minor flaw to be overlooked, it's a fundamental breach of trust that can deeply wound the heart. When others, especially exes, warn you about your crush's cheating past, take their advice seriously. They're offering insight based on experience, and ignoring these red flags could lead to heartbreak down the road. Instead of trying to change a cheater, seek a partner who aligns with your values and vision of a healthy relationship. Someone who respects the emotional boundaries you've set and who sees fidelity as a fundamental pillar of love. Don't settle for someone who cannot fully commit. True love requires vulnerability, trust, and mutual respect. It demands that both partners uphold the promises they make, even when times get tough. Choosing someone who has a history of infidelity is like building a house on shaky foundations. The cracks may not show immediately, but over time, they will widen and threaten the stability of everything you've built. Seek a partner who treasures your trust and understands the value of commitment. Someone who isn't afraid to put in the hard work needed to nurture a relationship and who believes that fidelity is not just a requirement but a privilege. You deserve a love that is unwavering and sincere, a partner who cherishes your trust and treats your heart with the utmost care. Find someone who understands that commitment isn't a cage, but a bond that brings two souls closer together. Trust yourself and listen to the warnings of those who've experienced the pain of betrayal. You deserve better than a cheater. You deserve a partner who is loyal, respectful, and wholeheartedly committed to building a future with you. Choose love that values honesty over deception and fidelity over infidelity. Choose someone who sees your worth and cherishes you for the incredible person you are. Above all, remember that your self-worth isn't defined by someone's inability to be faithful. You are deserving of a love that respects you, honors your boundaries, and upholds the promises made. Seek a partner who shares your values, and never settle for anything less than the loyalty you deserve. 6. The opportunist. Does your crush ask you or others for favors without giving anything in return? If they suspect you like them, they might exploit your feelings to ask for even more, knowing you'll see it as a chance to get closer to them. They might promise to return the favor, but those promises often remain unfulfilled. If you find yourself repeatedly falling for people who use you, it might be wise to take a break from relationships for a while. Therapy can also help you recognize and break these patterns, empowering you to build healthier connections. You deserve a partner who values you for who you are, not just for what you can do for them. Seek someone who respects and reciprocates your kindness rather than taking advantage of it. True love is built on mutual support and care, not on empty promises and one-sided favors. Protect your heart and prioritize your well-being. Choose relationships that uplift and empower you, and remember that you are worthy of a love that gives as much as it receives. 7. The isolator. Does your crush constantly ask you to change your plans with others or try to turn you against your friends and family? If so, this is a major red flag. Falling for an isolator can lead to a relationship fraught with psychological abuse. If you notice signs that your crush is trying to control who you talk to or what you do, you should cut ties with them immediately. While it can be tough to move past your feelings for someone, sometimes it's necessary to protect yourself. An isolator thrives on power and control, eroding your support network to make you reliant solely on them. They may disguise their manipulation as concern or love, but don't be fooled. True love doesn't seek to control, it seeks to empower. Remember that you deserve a partner who encourages your relationships with others, not one who tries to sever them. Listen to your instincts and prioritize your well-being. Protect your heart and recognize the value of those who truly care about you. You are worthy of a love that celebrates your independence and supports your connections, not one that seeks to confine you. Trust yourself and know that breaking free is sometimes the healthiest choice you can make. When your crush is a walking red flag, when your crush doesn't reciprocate your feelings, acts emotionally immature, or waves a giant red flag, being in a relationship with them will be challenging at best and downright abusive at worst. It's better to let them go and move on. Falling for someone can be a blast, but it shouldn't wreck your physical or mental health. Have you noticed these signs in your crush or someone you know? Do you think these red flags are easy for someone in love to recognize? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to push the like button and subscribe to be yourself, and hit the notification bell icon for more content like this. As always, thank you for tuning in. Your presence and engagement are what make this journey so rewarding.